A Step into the Past Volume 24 Chapter 4. Book 24 Chapter 04, Discovering a Shocking Conspiracy. That very night, Zongsun Suanhua came to visit Xiang Xiaolong. After opening the conversation with some unimportant topics, he quizzed, Suanhua is curious about one thing. When the crown prince was escorted back to Xianyang from Handan, there were rumors circulating that he was an illegitimate son of Liu Buwei. Even the royal family and court officials were aware of it. However, why did they continue to give him their full support? Xiang Xiaolong was secretly horrified and troubled. It is not Zongsun Suanhua's question that he was worried about but the agenda behind the question. In the past, he was only suspicious, but right now, he is fully convinced that Liu Buwei has grasped the Achilles heel of him and Xiao Pan. Given Liu Buwei's prowess, he could easily employ several hard or soft tactics and invite the foster parents of the real Ying Zheng back to Xianyang from Handan. By then, he could effortlessly use these witnesses to blackmail Xiao Pan. Thinking about this point, Xiang Xiaolong could not help but secretly detest Zhu Ji. However, it is possible that she does not care if Xiao Pan is her own son or not. As a result, for her to reveal this secret is no big deal, which is why it is not surprising for her to disclose this fact to Lao Ai after being sweet-talked by him. This is indeed the only way Liu Buwei can salvage the entire situation. If this scandal is exposed, Xiao Pan and him, Xiang Xiaolong, would be labeled as kinmen. Everyone who is related to or supportive of them would receive the heaviest mental blow and suffer a drastic change of lifestyle. Within Qin, Liu Buwei is already deep-seated in power. By forcing Zhu Ji to join hands and publicly stripping Xiao Pan of the crown prince title, he can then support an incompetent royal family member to succeed the throne, wielding full power over the country indirectly. By then, he can easily dispose Lao Ai, leaving his authority unchallenged. Although history will remain unaltered, Xiang Xiaolong is currently mired in the center of it all and cannot take things for granted. It is like fate, until an event has factually happened, who can know for sure that it is due to fate? Therefore, his heart is filled with anxiety. Liu Buwei must have leaked certain clues regarding the matter to Zongsun Long father and son, instigating Zongsun Suanhua to specially approach him and test Liu Buwei's theories. Once tested, they can make up their minds to switch sides to Liu Buwei or continue to partner Xiang Xiaolong. On the surface, Xiang Xiaolong naturally put on a leisurely appearance, concealing the horror within his heart. He replied with a tinge of surprise, "This matter has long been concluded. Years ago, to satisfy Liu Gong's suspicions, a blood test was administered and it is proven that Crown Prince Zheng and Liu Buwei are not related in any way." Zongsun Suanhua laughed mysteriously, "I heard the blood of Crown Prince was personally drawn by Great General." Xiang Xiaolong pretended to be astonished, "Brother Suanhua knows about this too." With an unnatural body language, Zongsun Suanhua replied, "This information was lifted off Tiandan, provoking my curiosity about another question. It is rumored that even Qin's Empress, Zhu Ji is uncertain whether Crown Prince Zheng is the son of Liu Buwei or the late king. Why would Great General have the guts to administer the blood test? If it turns out that Liu Buwei is the real father, what would Great General do?" Xiang Xiaolong is already prepared for this question from him. In fact, it could be due to Liu Buwei egging him to make this inquiry on his behalf. If Xiang Xiaolong displayed any signs of hesitation, Zongsun Suanhua would know that Liu Buwei is telling the truth. It also meant that Liu Buwei could use this fact to topple Xiao Pan. Hence, they should cross over to Liu Buwei's side of the fence and plot against Xiang Xiaolong. From Zongsun Long's point of view, it would be ideal if Qin is plagued with infighting and subsequently declined from strong to weak, allowing Qi to have an opportunity to be the next dominant state. Additionally, if Cao Quidao happened to kill Xiang Xiaolong, Xiao Pan would have lost a powerful ally and may consequently be defeated by Liu Buwei. Utilizing all his acting skills to put up a nonchalant front, Xiang Xiaolong casually remarked, "It is simply a smokescreen created by Empress." During that period, Lu Bue has a monopoly on power, and fearing for the safety of her son, Empress deliberately created a confusing scenario. Without a doubt, Crown Prince is the son of the late king. Zongsun Suanhua was contemplating for some time before suppressing his voice and asking, "There is something that Suanhua wants to say but does not know if it is inappropriate. If I cause any offense, I hope Great General will not hold it against me." Xiang Xiaolong could already guess what he wanted to say next, and even deduced that it was Lu Bue who instructed him to do so. On one hand, he could test his own reaction, and on the other hand, he could distract him mentally, causing him to perish under Cao Quideo's sword because of emotional baggage. Xiang Xiaolong pretended to laugh. "There is nothing to hide. Brother Suanhua can speak your mind without any reservations." Zongsun Suanhua tried to say something, but the words never left his lips. After some time, he finally uttered, "We have a spy within Tiandan's residence." According to him, Lu Bue told Tiandan he has already gathered sufficient evidence. There is a couple who lives in Handan's public housing and they can provide additional information on Crown Prince's identity. Xiang Xiaolong is even more convinced than before that this is Lu Bue's ultimate scheme. As his heart sank all the way down, his external expression was that of surprise, followed by loud laughter. Lu Bue is getting more and more muddle-headed. He must be referring to the foster parents who raised Crown Prince. A long time ago, Crown Prince has already arranged for them to move to Xianyang. However, this is a highly confidential issue and only a handful of people are aware of it. Has Lu Bue gone mad? These words are simply brilliant. It is as good as telling Zongsun Suanhua that even if there is a problem, the problem has already been solved even before it arises. It is now Zongsun Suanhua's turn to be greatly surprised. After a short daze, he laughed along, "My sentiments exactly. If I were Crown Prince, I would naturally fetch my foster parents back to Xianyang and allow them to retire happily in return for raising me for so many years." Xiang Xiaolong secretly sighed, accepting the fact that he is not heartless enough to be a good politician. If it was someone else, he would have murdered that couple before leaving Handan, preventing a similar calamity from occurring today. At that point in time, he did not even consider this aspect, and even when he recalled this affair later, he simply brushed it off. This is also because only 3 individuals, him, Zhu Ji and Xiao Pan, knows about the couple's name and address. Unexpectedly, Zhu Ji leaked this information. Losing the interest to speak further, Zongsun Suanhua mentioned some unrelated topics before bidding farewell. Xiang Xiaolong is certain that he is going to rendezvous with Lu Bue. Hit by a brainwave, he checked, "Will Brother Suanhua see official Xie tomorrow?" Zongsun Suanhua nodded, "Do you need Suanhua to pass a message to him?" Xiang Xiaolong made up a story, "I have something for him and have to trouble Brother Suanhua to pass it to him on my behalf. Brother Suanhua, please wait for a while." Finishing his sentences, Xiang Xiaolong swiftly returned to his room and changed into dark-colored clothes and fitted his climbing apparatus. Concealing his new outfit with a coat, he went back to Zongsun Suanhua and apologized, "I forgot that I have already sent the item to official Xie's residence. There is no need to bother Brother Suanhua anymore." Zongsun Suanhua did not suspect anything and left after assuring Xiang Xiaolong repeatedly that it is no trouble at all. Pulling up his hood, Xiang Xiaolong slipped out into the streets via a side door. He brisk walked in the direction of Zongsun Suanhua's carriage. Not only does Xiao Pan's identity predicament affect his and Xiao Pan's reputation, it encompasses the life and death of many other families. For the first time, he could understand the dilemma that Lord Longyang, Han Chuang, and the others are facing. In the 21st century, only the criminal alone is being punished. If he got into trouble during this era, not only will his wives and son receive the same punishment, but the entire Wu family clan and even Teng Yi and Jing Jun's clans would be exterminated. In conclusion, the more information he possesses regarding this issue, the better can he handle this huge disaster. Since the beginning of history, gathering intelligence is always the first priority for any army. Since there are no tapping devices for him to employ in this era, he could only personally venture out and hear for himself what are the schemes Liu Bue is cooking up with Zongsun Suanhua. Fortunately, he has been through special forces training, making him a professional at sneaking into urban areas. Compared to the skyscrapers of the 21st century, the properties of this era are defenseless playgrounds in his eyes. As long as he can avoid detection by family warriors and guard dogs, he can trespass any residence at will. Today, Zongsun Suanhua is only engaging a small convoy, comprising of a single carriage and a handful of followers. As the roads are occupied by numerous carriages driving up and down, their convoy is hobbling along at a snail's pace. By increasing his pace, Xiang Xiaolong easily overtook his carriage and is waiting for him at the front. According to his estimates, Liu Bue would not be meeting Zongsun Suanhua at the Chancellor residence where he is currently lodging. At the end of the day, Tiandan and Zongsun Long father and son are at loggerheads with each other. Despite Liu Bue's overbearing character, there is no way the meeting can be held right in front of Tiandan's eyes. Although it is not snowing tonight, the weather is still freezing. Compared to the earlier nights with snow flying all around, the temperature is definitely much more hospitable. Furthermore, the bone-chilling winter wind has stopped blowing. Due to the thriving economy, more and more politically savvy tycoons like Zongsun Long are emerging. His own Wu family, Liu Bue, and even Qinqing are shining examples. In the midst of his thoughts, Zongsun Suanhua's horse carriage made an unanticipated stop. Scrutinizing the courtyard in question, the entire length of Xiang Xiaolong's spine turned cold. It turned out to be Li Yuan's Tingzhou Villa, which is 2 streets away from Tingsong Villa. While the carriage is driving into the compound, Xiang Xiaolong has already familiarized himself with the place and entered by climbing over a side wall. These 10-odd courtyards are used specially to host foreign dignitaries and are similar in design. Since he has memorized the layout of Tingsong Villa, navigating Tingzhou Villa is child's play to him. Demonstrating his dexterities and forte as a special forces member, with a mixture of quick darts and slow steps, he made his way across the side garden while avoiding the occasional family warrior on patrol. Ascending the main block which overlooks the front and back courtyard, he landed on the roof about the same time Zongsun Suanhua entered the building from below, clearly displaying his incredible climbing skills. Within seconds, Zongsun Suanhua exited from the other side of the main building and took the corridor leading towards the eastern chamber. Xiang Xiaolong hurriedly slid down the building with the aid of a grappling hook. Using bushes and trees as cover, he scampered to the west window of the eastern chamber. Underneath the translucent window where the illumination of a lamp is barely visible, he squatted down and began eavesdropping in silence. As it is bright inside the chamber and dark on the outside, his shadow would not shine into the chamber. Li Yuan's voice sounded, "Suanhua, pray take a seat before speaking." What followed were sounds of tea pouring and someone sitting down. Xiang Xiaolong reprimanded himself for not being thorough in his contemplation. When he first met Li Yuan here, he was conducting a secret discussion with Zongsun Long, clearly illustrating their intimacy. In addition, Lady Qingzihu did warn him on 2 occasions to take precautions against Li Yuan. However, Li Yuan managed to utterly deceive him with just a few sentences, gaining his full confidence again and again. It is also partly due to his habit of judging others with an overly positive perspective. In fact, regardless of Li Yuan, Han Chuang, or Lord Longyang, they are all true blue politicians who prioritize benefits and gains over relationships and emotions. Lord Longyang is probably not as unscrupulous as the rest. But with regards to Li Yuan, it is obvious that he is able to cast aside his hatred towards Xiang Xiaolong for snatching Ji Yanran away and work hand in hand with him in Shaochun. This clearly proves that he values power and status. Anything else is secondary. If he had succumbed to his laziness and did not stalk Zongsun Suanhua, he would probably die without knowing the truth behind his death. Li Yuan is truly intelligent to reveal Han Chuang's betrayal, misleading Xiang Xiaolong that he values his past contributions. As the sound of footsteps of the dismissed servants faded away, it was replaced by sounds of sipping tea and wine. From the noises generated, it seems like there is more than just Li Yuan and Zhang Sunhua in the room. As anticipated, Zhang Sunlong's voice sounded, "What explanation did Xiang Xiaolong offer?" Zhang Sunhua sighed with a breath of air. The circumstances may be different from what the cunning old fox Lu Bue has described. Not only did Xiang Xiaolong didn't show any signs of shock, he even mentioned that Ying Zheng had fetched that couple back to Xianyang. Another man countered, "Didn't Lu Bue say that he has custody of the couple?" Xiang Xiaolong can sense his entire body shuddering. Besides being alarmed at these words, he was also shaken upon recognizing the speaker. It is none other than Han Chuang, who had been cursing himself and crying his eyes out to him earlier today. In an unheard tone, another gentle and familiar voice sounded, "Sunhua, why don't you reiterate the full chronicles before we draw any conclusions and decide if Xiang Xiaolong is lying or Lu Bue is spouting nonsense?" His heart sank all the way to the bottom, for he could identify this speaker to be his nemesis Guo Kai. Presently, he can confirm Lady Qingxiu's implicit meaning and unspoken warning. Li Yuan, Guo Kai, and Han Chuang are working together against him. However, he did not expect Zhang Sunlong to be involved too. After delving on it, he is certain that Zhang Sunlong father and son joined their gang at a later stage, explaining their earlier sincere behavior. They probably entered this collaboration after Lu Bue's visit. As his thoughts trained till this point, Zhang Sunhua had articulated the chain of events, and he added, "Throughout the exchange, not only did Xiang Xiaolong fail to exhibit any signs of agitation, inversely, he found the whole affair pretty hilarious. If I were in his shoes, I would definitely freak out." Disappointed sighs echoed from the hall. Guo Kai lamented, "If this is true, we would have lost a golden opportunity to topple Ying Zheng. This kid is smart and formidable, his methods are deadly and devastating. With his overwhelming ambitions, we can forget about getting a good night's sleep if he officially becomes the king of Qin." Li Yuan wondered, Xiang Xiaolong is a talent when it comes to faking reactions, and he is blessed with quick reflexes. Could he be actually reeling in shock but was able to conceal it? Zhang Sunlong mourned, "If he hadn't chased away the men that I have bribed, we would be able to find out what is his after-reaction." Han Chuang analyzed, judging from Lu Bue's tone when he spoke to Master Long, he probably got the couple's Handan address from Lao Ai just as he was departing from Xianyang. Otherwise, Xianyang would have degenerated into chaos, and he definitely cannot spare the time to come to Linzi. Therefore, I am certain that he cannot guarantee actual custody of the witnesses. Zhang Sunlong grieved, "In this case, Xiang Xiaolong is not lying." Guo Kai viciously declared, "No matter what, we must never let Xiang Xiaolong return to Xianyang alive. Without him, Ying Zheng is merely a toothless tiger and may perish under the hands of Lu Bue and Lao Ai. From then on, Qin would be riddled with internal strife and subsequently lack the means to invade eastwards." Zhang Sunlong quickly interrupted, "We need to discuss this further. Lu Bue only wishes to blind him, letting him stay alive to answer treason charges when he returns to Xianyang." Petrified and infuriated, Xiang Xiaolong can only listen on helplessly outside the window. Han Chuang faintly sighed, "I rather he loses his life under the sword of Grandmaster Cao than to see him becoming a blind man." Li Yuan calmly reasoned, "The interests of the state comes first, and personal relationships do not account for anything. Xiang Xiaolong can only blame himself for becoming another Bai Qi of Qin. If he happened to die at the hands of Grandmaster Cao, so be it. Otherwise, we must step in to destroy him. Because of his affairs, I haven't slept well in days. Whenever I visualize tens of thousands of common folks and children of the eastern states being trampled by the aggressive army of Qin, I cannot help but discard all my feelings of gratitude and friendship." Guo Kai warned in a scheming tone, "We must take precautions against Lord Longyang. Unlike Chancellor Li and Marquis Chuang, I don't think he sees the big picture." Zhang Sunhua cautioned, "We must execute our plans carefully. If Ying Zheng eventually became king and Xiang Shaolong happened to die in Linzi, Qi would be in hot soup. Guo Kai laughed. We can simply frame Liu Bue for it and let Ying Zheng focus all his hatred onto Liu Bue. While they are at each other's throats, we can raise our wine cups in celebration. Li Yuan reminded Zhang Sunlong father and son, second prince and Xie Ziwan must not know about this, otherwise, there may be unforeseen developments. I have already gotten Lady Ning to hint second prince that his king father is unhappy with first prince mainly because of his close ties with Tiandan. Thus, second prince should know what to do and Xiang Shaolong is no longer of any use. Moreover, I did make it clear to second prince, telling him that as long as Tiandan stays in power, Qi and Chu will never be allies. In fact, the outcome has been established. The king of Qi just relayed a new order, commanding first prince to leave Linzi before the birthday banquet. I am sure it is as clear as day what the end result will be. Zhang Sunlong father and son hastily responded and professed their thanks. Li Yuan additionally instructed, the two of you must do your best to deceive Xiang Shaolong and gain his full trust, misleading him into thinking that Liu Bue and Tiandan are scheming against him. Try to arrange for his getaway after his duel with Grandmaster Cao and have someone ambush him along the way. It would be ideal if you can sacrifice some men during the ambush and give him the impression that it is Liu Bue trying to blind him. That would result in mayhem within the court of Qin. Guo Kai supplemented, try to communicate to Xiang Shaolong that Liu Bue wants to keep him alive in order to face criminal charges back in Xianyang. That would surely complicate matters between them. Pausing, he added, we must keep this secret from Lord Longyang. If Xiang Shaolong learns about this, based on his unfathomable skills, he may clandestinely slip away first. With him alive, Master Long can forget about laying his hands on Feng Fei. It is now Xiang Shaolong's turn to coldly snigger to himself. He has given up all hope on Han Chuang and Li Yuan while doubting that they can inflict any harm on him. At this juncture, he knows that it is unwise for him to loiter around and he swiftly departed. His biggest burden now is how to safely escort Feng Fei away. As he does not wish to implicate Lord Longyang, Shan Rou, or Xie Ziwan, the only confidant that remains is Xiao Yuedan.